Hello friends, I am coming on. Sorry for the mess. I've been working on this file folder. So I am coming on with my entry for what I am sending to the altar file folder, which is Rosita's Halloween challenge giveaway. She is requesting an altar file folder. She doesn't want any cutesy, pastel, or girly. The requirements are like I said, an altar Halloween file folder, 10 Halloween die cuts, and a Halloween crafter's choice. For example, a tag, a pocket, a bookmark, etc. So this is due on August 31st. And so this is from Miss Rosita, who is Toe Socks Creations on YouTube. And this is my first altar file folder. So here we go. Ta-da! I hope it's not cute. I try to make it like gothic-y, vampire-y, because I love vampires. Hopefully not, I don't know. It's just because I put this roses right here because they're like, you know, blood and wine, I guess. I don't know. But these are cute. So hopefully Miss Rosita likes what I am sending. So I didn't have a file folder, a manila file folder, so I had to go buy one. And I distressed it and painted it and did all kinds of things to it. So excuse me, I had to take a drink of my water. So the first things first. So I watched a couple of videos to get an idea as to how to alter a file folder and what was an alter file folder. I've done like junk journals, like per se. I did one, I think, and I started like doing a few years back, but they're not nowhere near what a junk journal is or whatever. So I have an idea of, you know, how to mess around with that stuff. Needless to say, some people make these altar file folders like part of the junk journals, etc. I think. So anyways, I was watching a few videos and I came across a paper toilet roll. How to make it other than a toilet paper roll. So I followed instructions and I made this little like a folder file, like a little pocket, I'm sorry. I painted it and distressed it with paints and stuff. I added this creepy spider. I added this little lace. You can see, put some paint to make it look like blood. I added this little trim, made that little hole, and added this little cameo right there. I inserted a creepy looking person in there, like a little vampire. And all of these are SVG digital prints, digital paper or whatever. I made this little like a sleeve, a see-through on both sides. I added this little what do you call these things, a brad, I guess, yeah. And I put a sticker right here. That came out pretty cool, so I'm sticking that in there. And this just flips down and you can see there's a spider right there, so it's pretty creepy. And this is a CD sleeve that I added here, and I painted it all around. I added this trim right here. I added this like tool, and put a butterfly that's like red and black see-through, and then I added this thing this here. I want you to believe in things you cannot. And some of these sayings or quotes are from what vampire says or whatever. But you turn this around and it's you can see, I added another piece of paper on this side. I added this creepy rat, and I am sending her some creepy doll cutouts. And if I turn it back around, it has this creepy little skeleton in the back and the inside of the pockets. But I kind of just distressed it with ink. These little dolls that I fuzzy cut. They are super creepy dolls. So I'm sending her these 3. And this file folder has a lot of pockets in here. So as you can see on here, I added this belly band to this other sleeve, and I'm sending her a couple of creepy little kids pictures. They're all little kids that went missing that are becoming vampires. As you can see here, here's some bats flying around. I put some trim right here and some trim right here. Then you flip this over and you have this lace right here that I added, another kind of butterfly, and here is some tags that I created. I just added a little bit of this twine here, and I cut these out, and I'm just sending them to her. This is part of the digital collection that I purchased to give her. Okay, so here's the first envelope that I did. This is another saying. I have crossed oceans of time to find you. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I cut this little mouth from a paper collection that I have. I added this thing in the back, spider, some black flowers, more trim right here, and a piece of bone right there. And you can see there's this little tab right here. You pull it out, and it's a little tag that I created that I sewed through the middle of it with some of this Tim Holtz people, and I like dotted their eyes red, and I put a little bit of red around their mouths, and it says the vampire is a man who cannot say no to love. And then you can see this one has an inside scene in there, so I'm sending her that. Yeah, they're all messed up. Blanca. But yeah, so it's there. Then you open this up, and then there's another envelope right here, and you can see these creepy little teeth coming out of there, and there's a nasty roach right there, and then a trim right there, and ta-ta! I like this because I added that so you can pop out, and I added that little thing and these creepy people on the side, so I thought this was kind of cool. But anyways, before I open this one up, here's another pull out, and like I said, it's a tag, and I added some of that cheesecloth, and I put some blood on there because he's got like hairs coming out of there, and then the vampire teeth, but they're so creepy, so I'm sticking him in here so she can pull this out. Okay, and then this little thing is supposed to pop out. Is it still drying? It's still drying, but yeah, she's a vampire. So I thought that was super creepy, so we closed that. And then on top right here I have this little thing hanging. This is an envelope. What is this called? I don't know what this is called. It's like vellum, kind of, I guess. And I stained it all or colored it all with blood. And here are some of the die cuts I'm sending her. I'm sending her some like little mirrors. They're all black. Some doilies, and I'm sending her some gears. Here's some more doilies, and then some gears. A whole bunch of different types of gears, and some butterflies. And I thought to make them in black because black is so pretty. And I know she loves all this creepiness, so I'm telling her that. So that's 3 or 4. And then of course this little thing that she can take off. It's like a little light bulb thing, but it goes here on top of this inside of the folder. And as you can see, I put this lace on the trim. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. So now this is the file folder, and as you can see, I went and stained it all different kinds of stuff, and I used some stencils. Excuse me. I did some stenciling. Let me move this out of the way so you can see it better. There we go. I did some stenciling. Okay. I added this little belly band right here, and then I added some of these Tim Hortons numbers 11 and 13, of course, because they're like bad luck or whatever. But yeah, I sprayed blood on there. This is a little pocket that I created, and I stuck some more tags that you can play with. I know, and I used like 3 different digital collection kits on this, but these are super creepy. You can have that. And then here on this one, I added him on top of that. I added that butterfly behind his staff. I added this trim, this flower, this ticket, the snake, the flower right there, and those 2 spiders. And I put this little grabber, I guess, so you can like flip it, and then you have your, I'm trying to figure it, so okay, there it goes. You have your first page. It has a pocket right here. It has some little kids sticking out, and I made some more tags, and I added their eyes red so they can look all creepy. I think this collection is like super cool. I love the red sofa with the red candles, the red curtains, super cool, and all the darkness in the castle. So these are where the kids are gonna get taken and become little vampire children. So all these kids have been taken away, and there's another little child right there. I used some of the, what is it called, that paste, and I used my stencil right here, and then I put some color on it. And this is a die cut that I created, a candelabra, and then the little girl. And then I made this, I printed out these pictures, and I distressed them with ink. I added this foil, this doily right there, and then this old pics, I just stuck them right there. I'm gonna flip through, and she can use this, you know, to put pictures or whatever she likes after she takes everything out, or she wants to keep everything in, up to her. I added this eye on this flower right here. I added some bats to go with the theme, and this is like a little folio. I added this little pocket right here. This folio has pockets in there, and it's got like mini little things in there, as you can see. More little I guess you can use them for writing in the back if you like, or add whatever, but this one's cute, so I thought it was cool, and I just stuck it right here. Okay, and then you turn this right here, and then I added this, this is from a napkin, no, from a book page that I added a napkin to, and then I just cut it out and then stuck this one here. This is from a book page too that I had stenciled. I added this book, the corners right here. I added this quote from Dracula. I did this trim around this opening that I created right there, and I stuck him in there. I think he's super creepy. So this is for her. And it's all like grungy. It's got glue all over it, but I think it looks good like that. And as you can see, there's another picture there in the background. So I'm gonna stick him back in there. And then I got this bag. It says Happy Halloween full of blood. And then I put some more die cuts that we're supposed to send her. Let me see. So I made some rats for her. I made these rats. I think a rat stayed in there. I made this from, this is a Tim Holtz, I think. These have, there's a system that how to put it together because there's so many pieces. So, but he came out super cool, and it's creepy Dracula. Here are some claws that I made, and some jack-o'-lanterns, well, some pumpkins, different types of pumpkins. And here's the other rat that I put together with red feet and stuff. So that's 3. That was 3 over there, or 4, and this is 5. And here is 6. 7 and 8. Let's put 10, but okay. So we're gonna put this back down this way, and then we're gonna open it up this other way. We can just open it like this. This one I just added all these medals here since the watch was right there. I added this sticker. This is part of Toli on the other side. I created a little pocket right here. So here are some little frames, Dracula frames that I added. They're die cuts for her. So that's 9. I added some of this Tim Holtz tissue paper. Excuse me. And I added a little bit of wax, a wax seal right there, and I added this creepy spider right there. I am sending her this. It's a typical thing that you use on junk journals or whatever. So you just flip it, and flip it, and it's a creepy little tree, human tree. Skeleton. But yeah, that was cool. You can write on here, and you can write right there. There's another roach right there, and this has a belly button right here, and there's another quote right there, some teeth right there. I made this like these are the missing children that have been missing, that have been taken and made into vampires. I thought it was super cool to include in here. Sending that in there. I stuck this in here. These are the other cutouts that I'm sending her. So I'm sending her some spiders, a zombie, some chains, and this another zombie, and then this one that you have to follow the steps step by step on how to put them together too, because it's a lot of pieces and you have to do them a certain way. So that is what I'm sending her. In the outer folders, you can see this is the back. I added this trim right here with this little charm hanging. I added this tissue right there, a spider, and like I said, I use stenciling for all of that. Sending that in there. This is the back of this. I added this clip, this bat clip with this hanging stuff, and then here are some more tags that I inserted. Here's this tag. I use this like piece of paper that's like burnt, and some other stuff, and then this quote from Dracula with this little trim. And then these writing pages. Here is Dracula right there. Here he is right there as well. And then they're like burning him. So I thought this was super cool and dark. So I hope she likes what I'm sending her. My crafter's choice is something else, because I'm already have a lot of tags in here and files and this and that, so I'm not making that, but I am I found some stuff that I think she will enjoy. And yeah, this is my entry to Miss Rosita's Halloween challenge giveaway, so hopefully she enjoys it. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.